Hello everyone, this is BigAlski.
And JTB.
And this is Chapter 10A of Balbaid's Master Ninja Gaiden Black Karma Run. And, this is where we talked about in the last chapter, going back and saving just at the end, or right before the end of the chapter. So if something goes wrong here, you can always restart this fight.
And something probably will go wrong. This is one of my worst fights in the whole game, personally. I don't know why. I hate this fight so much.
I guarantee you I would have already jumped in the hole 2 or 3 times.
I remember it's worse when the enemies can fall through the hole as well. I hate that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. If you knock them into the hole, it will delay their essence coming out. It's like, when you hit them, like with the Warhammer UT, for example, you hit them with the Warhammer UT, and then start charging. Like, you can charge a full UT in between, like, going down and their essence coming out. Is so annoying. I think that's in my chapter 13 video, actually.
Oh, really?
It's pretty funny. But
so there, you can restart, and will the bats respawn?
I meant to ask him about that. I meant to ask him about that, actually, because I know when I tried that on my no reset run, the bats didn't actually respawn. I wish I'd have asked him about that, because that's really something I was curious about. Because when he comes into this fight, like his health is like already drained, so I don't know if he found a way to get them to respawn. I must admit, I didn't really put much time into it. I just went in and out a couple of times and just thought, oh, okay, I'll move on. So maybe if you go up top and go back into the train bit, maybe they'll respawn. So.
Well, they had to, I guess, here as well for it to be able to drag this essence, right?
Yeah.
I think here it's just, knowing your enemies, listening to what happens, what you've killed. You surely don't want to, hit the wall and, scattering essence. And, it's having control of Ryu is so vital right here.
Oh, it is in this encounter, especially with the environment you've got. Now, what he does here when he goes in and out, that spawns a second set. I don't know why it works that way in this encounter, but there's actually 2 different encounters allocated to this. And the first one is where you come in at the door, and then the second one is if you were coming up from the bottom, which you can't actually do at this point. And that actually spawns both sets of enemies, which you're definitely going to want to do because it's worth a lot of points.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because otherwise you'll just get 8, whereas you can get 16 out of this fight. And having the low health UF as well at this point in the game is crucial. If you don't have that coming into chapter 10, that fight alone, you're gonna be costing yourself a lot of points, and you're gonna want to try and manipulate the low health system to get blue orbs a lot in this chapter as well.
Well, it's most people, or it was accepted, like we talked about, I think in chapter 9, of having the low health UF, after or right before the worm fight. So here's a perfect example of, having it at the beginning is going to, pay big dividends. Yeah,
it does. And especially with, as I said, manipulating that low health system. I can't remember who first really figured that out. Being at low health, how much it increases the chance of getting blue orbs when you kill enemies.
I think it was Platinum.
Was it? All right.
I think it was. Now look at this time limit.
Yeah, I love that.
He just barely made it.
I love those time limits. I like when you get the exact kill bonus. I think that's so cool. But this encounter again is another one. Having the low health UF is so important for taking out the laser imps, and you just have so much time on these encounters. He is also using Nimpo. I think at this point in the game, past chapter 9, essence is such a non-issue at this point. You can, if you need to use I can't really think of an example why you would, but say if you needed to use 2 great devil elixirs to get 1 UT, just use them. You can easily get the money back to restock. There's just so much time. He's going to show later on how much, essence he gets for killing the clone with the UT. So yeah, the clone's worth a ton. This chapter has those crab fiends. I think in the Peristyle Passage, they constantly respawn. I'm pretty sure the pill bugs constantly respawn. There's just so many ways to get just tons of essence in these chapters, and you have so much time as well.
Right.
I can't remember what the time limit is for chapter 10 off the top of my head.
An hour and 30 minutes.
An hour and 30, and yeah, I think everything, all told, with everything going around and saving, probably takes maybe an hour and 10, maybe an hour and 15. So having a 15 minutes to farm essence it's just ridiculous. You have so much time.
Right. Again, his you know, control of Ryu, your control over Ryu. It's
so
know,
important. Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
so important.
when it's, you know, going left or right or back and forward is not that big of a deal, but you know, going, I guess, at a 90-degree angle.
I think that, yeah, like that roll jump right there when he actually rolled like to the right of the Crab Fiend, like getting those kind of roll jump angles that's probably the most important thing for manipulating your enemies, like to this degree, because like that is what's gonna cause their attacks to whiff, like, and that's the difference between getting hit and like getting 1 UT or getting 3 UTs. Like, it's so important to be able to do that.
Now, isn't there a hiding spot in there? See, that, I think that might have hurt him right there.
In this room, you mean?
Yeah, isn't there one right in that area, back where the crabs are, right there in that little nook,
where you wall flip? Where you wall flip up? Yeah,
right.
I don't think it is. No, I'm pretty sure they can still attack you in there.
Oh, okay.
It might delay them a bit more than usual just because of the environment, but like, they can definitely still get to you.
Now, how did that crab miss him? You know?
Yeah, that's really good movement there. Like just knowing that attack wasn't going to hit him, like, is like having the confidence to just stay there is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see like he goes to hit him here, but just it delays him more.
Well, you know, also, we see it on the video. He might have hit him like the other 5 times he tried this fight too.
Yeah. Yeah, you never. Yeah, you only see where it all goes right. Someone should like put a video up of like nothing but mistakes. Like,
I love doing the bloopers. I had a lot of good bloopers. In fact, on our trip that we had, you probably could have put an hour of bloopers of me just playing. You know.
I always keep meaning to do that, but I always just, like, out of habit. You know, when like something goes wrong, I just delete the video. Like, it's habit to just be like, all right, okay, I'm just gonna delete that, and then I'll move on. So.
Yeah, I love my blooper stuff. It's some of it's pretty funny, you know. It's
I got some pretty good glitch stuff in Ninja Gaiden 2. Shoutouts to Ninja Cinema. That's a good thing, that is. But yeah, like in this encounter, like you can probably tell at this point, for pretty much all of them in this fight, it really is just manipulating the sweet spots and positioning the enemies to get the maximum amount of, you know, heavy weapon UTs, the Dabiro, the Warhammer, the UF, because you have so much time and you can just abuse these sweet spots.
Well, it's just amazing how it all worked out. Like those 2 guys, you know, how they split up right here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they could have easily stayed together.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just everything just worked out really good.
Yeah, it is. One thing to note there is all, opening the box stops the time limit. That only applies in Ninja Gaiden Black. That doesn't actually work in NGO for some reason. I don't know why. But it's a pretty good trick to know. This encounter's... I will never ever forgive this encounter. This encounter cost me 3.8 million for this chapter on my run.
Oh,
It's
really?
insane.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember it happened. Like, it's still on video, but I remember it just so vividly. The final 3 crab fiends. I get 1 UT on one of them, kill him, and then I've got like tons of smoke bombs. I mean, I've got loads of time left. And I was going to farm the last one, and the activation of my Nimpo kills the crab fiends right next to me, and then obviously Ryu shoots the fireball at the final one and kills him. It's so unlucky. It's like, no. Like, I could have got so much, like 3 more UTs easily, but like this is like, you really have to be like movement. Going back to what you were saying as well, like this encounter really shows like how important movement is. Like, 1 missed roll jump, like 1 like accidental wall attack, 1
That right there could have won.
Yeah, he does do it there, but like he covers himself with the smoke bomb. Like that's smart knowing that, and like because of the amount of health you have to be on, like 1 hit here, like it's not that costing you your talisman's that big a deal. It's just that it's going to heal you fully, so you're no longer going to be able to get, you know, the blue orbs out of more or less every single enemy. So it just
well, also, you know, him doing that, you know, now he has to jump away, and it cost him some time, and you know, now he's not able to maybe get an extra UT out of the fight or an ET out of it as well.
Yeah.
So I like what he did with the fish. You know.
Yeah, this is really smart. The way he like repositions them at the start. Just so people, in case people don't know, there is a rat in the Hall of Balance, I think it's called, on the little walkway, and that's how he's chaining essence to these fights. He's killing that rat. So.
Right. And then go back and save. I mean, you can go back and save almost at every fight.
That's the beauty of Master Ninja, I guess. And I'm not sure if that helps. I don't think that gets him any more points. I think that's just simply because you can save. I think like he still gets just 2 UTs per wave out of these ghost fish. But then he's able to just save after every single fight, and if you can find a way to do that, you might as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, some people say, oh, it's easy, just reset until you get what you want. But trust me, trying to get what you want, it's not as easy.
It's only half the battle as well. Like that's one thing that I really did enjoy about the no reset run. Was like it's a valid point that you do kind of reset until you get what you want, but you still have to execute when you get what you need. Like you can still make mistakes when you get what you need to happen, and that's even worse. Like that's what makes it even more frustrating. Like say here, like if you'd have mistimed your ET and got hit, you think, shit, I've now got to do this all over again, not only to get what I need happen, but to actually do it right next time.
And also, the guy could have, shot like 2 of the little sparks at him.
Yeah.
Instead of just the 1 for him, so he kind of just took a chance again. Who knows how many times it took him to, get how he wanted it.
Yeah, I think as well in like the longer chapters, it's always the stuff that you think is going to be okay. I found always takes the longest to go right. Like the ogres in chapter 12. There was, the 2. I mean, we'll get to it when we do this chapter 12 video, but the 2 that are stood in the lava, like in that hole, like that fight took me so long to do. And it's nothing but farming UTs, but like they would always position themselves so like my UTs wouldn't hit them. Ryu would like UT off the edge and land in the lava like every now and then, and it's so frustrating because you think this should be really simple. Like this is nothing but farming ogres. This should be so straightforward. And like when that stuff goes wrong, it can really get to you.
I like that nunchuck UT didn't kill anybody, not a pill bug or anybody.
Yeah, no, like that crab fiend like getting in the way of the UT was perfect.
And again, thanks to Kiori for another sweet spot.
Kiori sweet spot. Like, can you remember what his total time was on his run? Wasn't it like about 150 hours? I think I remember him posting that.
Oh, I don't remember that. But
yeah, because I think he does show his in-game clock at one point, and I think that's on about 110. But if I remember correctly, I think he used more than one save file, like to go through all of his stuff. Like that wasn't his entire time on that one save file.
Now his UT width there, so again, people are keeping track. There's 5,000 points you can make up.
Yep. If you want to go after this score, there's 5K.
Yeah, there's 5K right there. Easy 5K.
Yeah, easy. I mean, yeah, Balbaid, your score, your days are numbered. All it's going to be is that one UT. But yeah, and even there, like 9 seconds left. Like that's enough to charge and release a UT. Like that's the cutoff, I guess.
Oh yeah, this is it. We'll see you in part B.
See ya.